Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Pigskin Addicts back again with another video. Let's jump right into it. We cannot overestimate the importance that Mike Williams and Keenan Allen have on this Charger offense. We seen what happened in the Sunday night game against the Dolphins. Both of these guys seem to be relatively healthy. Now, I'm not going to go out on a limb and say that they're 100%, but they both seem to be relatively healthy. This offense looks different when these guys are in the lineup. So Mike Williams and Keenan Allen accounted for 18 receptions, 208 yards, and Herbert's only passing touchdown. When these guys are in the lineup, this offense is different. This offense has a vertical threat when these guys are in the lineup. Mike Williams provides pretty much the only vertical threat that this offense has. And just him being out there, right, even if he doesn't get the ball, him presenting a vertical threat, it really loosens things up in the middle of the field. We've seen Keenan Allen, he was able to eat in the middle of the field. There were a couple times that Gerald Everett was able to get loose as well, too. He dropped a big ball, though, on the third down. But the Chargers are a different offense when these guys are in the game. And I think this is something that the Chargers have to have going forward. If they're going to make a big playoff run, if they're going to make a big playoff push, and if they're going to have any type of success in the playoffs, they need to get both of these guys in the lineup. Now, even with both of these guys in the lineup, I do worry about the Joe Lombardi thing. I do think that there is a chance, if Mike Williams continues to get healthy, if his ankle continues to improve week after week, if Keenan Allen continues to ball the way that he's balling, I honestly am worried that both of these guys and their individual greatness can save Joe Lombardi's job. This is not ideal. I don't want this to happen, but there is a chance of this happening. Now, when I broke down the Pro Football Focus video from last week, there was a bunch of plays that were shown, pretty much individual routes, right? And that was the main overarching theme about Joe Lombardi. Everything is individual routes, and a lot of guys were not able to get open, especially when Mike Williams and Keenan Allen route. This offense looked different. It was very pedestrian, and it really was Justin Herbert, go out there, make a play, and win us the game. That's what the game plan was offensively. Now that Mike and Keenan are back, both of these guys, their greatness comes out on individual routes. So if, Joe Lombardi calls a bad play, if he calls a play where it requires guys to get open and there's no interplay between the routes, if he calls a play like that, Mike and Keenan are well versed in getting open. They are talented. They're two of the most talented receivers in the league, and I think they are perfect for Justin Herbert, right? There is a lot of other guys that, people might want. People might want a Justin Jefferson. People might want, a Jamar Chase. These guys, Mike and Keenan, they're perfect for Justin Herbert, and it's not just their skill set. They have developed real chemistry with Justin Herbert. And to me, that is the biggest key, right? It doesn't really matter what you bring to the table, as far as your physical tools go. If you don't have chemistry with your quarterback, if you guys are not on the same page, if both you guys can't, admit mistakes, right? Maybe it was a bad throw. If Herbert can admit that it was a bad throw, it goes towards, a good relationship, right? If Mike or Keenan run a bad route, if they say, hey, man, it's my bad, it goes towards building that chemistry. And I think that's what they have going on. And it's something that they've had since Herbert has walked into this league. Mike and Keenan were already Chargers. Ever since Herbert walked into this league, he has had really good chemistry with both of these receivers. Both of these guys make over $20 million a year. And to be honest with you, they're worth it. They're worth it. There's a lot of talk about, maybe the Chargers having to cut bait with one of these guys. I did a video about it, possibly getting rid of Keenan Allen. But this has shown, right, the tough patch that the Chargers went through. This has shown how valuable really good receivers are, right? And again, not just really good receivers, but guys who can be selfless, right? Guys who are great teammates, guys who have great chemistry, and guys who don't mind, right? Guys who don't mind, not putting up huge performances. These guys want to win. Mike wants to win. Keenan wants to win. You never see these guys doing anything crazy on the sidelines. You don't see them throwing trash cans. You don't see them, getting into arguments with any of the offensive coaching staff. They don't do that. These guys, they come in, they do their job. They're consummate professionals, and I think it just makes it so much easier on Justin Herbert. It makes it so much easier on this team when you have guys, selfless wide receivers, right? There aren't too many of them out there, but these guys are. And I think we have two gems, right? And we have seen their value. Their value has shown. Nobody should ever talk about how they are overpaid or whatever, because these guys, when they're in the lineup, this is a different offense. So this is something that I wanted to cover. And again, I do think that there is a chance that they could save Lombardi's job. Now, whether or not they're trying to do that, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it comes into play. They just want to go out there and put, good tape on film, right? And that's what your job is, right? When you're an NFL player, your job is to go out there and ball, right? No matter who's calling plays, no matter who is your head coach, your OC, anybody else in the coaching staff, it doesn't matter. Your job is to go out there and ball. So these guys are balling, but I have reservations about Joe Lombardi, and this offense is going to look different. As long as these guys stay healthy, this offense is going to look different. They're going to be able to get open. They're going to be able to make some spectacular plays down the field. You're going to see a lot of good catches. You're going to see Mike Williams going deep. You're going to see him mossing people just like he did against Miami. You're going to see all of that stuff. So, if you are looking at this from ownership standpoint or whatever, everything looks fine now. And, we know in reality as Charger fans, everything isn't fine, especially with this offense, especially with the play calling, especially with the scheme, right? All of it is, very, very subpar. But when you have superstar players like this who are able to, ball no matter what scheme is. And this is the definition of a superstar, right? Definition of superstars. Being able to come out and ball no matter what play is called, being able to come out and ball no matter who your offensive coordinator is, no matter how good or bad he is, no matter how good or bad your team's individual scheme is, right? That is the true marking of superstars. And both these guys are superstars, man. They earn their $20 million plus a year. So I'm never one to talk about who's overpaid and all of that stuff, but there are people who have, talked about how overpaid both of these guys are at length. And to be honest, I don't think we're going to hear any more of that, because seeing those guys out on the field definitely is a blessing to have them back and watch them work with Justin Herbert, watch them work within an offense that really does not scheme them open. They have to go out and be able to do everything on their own. Very, very impressive. So I'm looking forward to more of this, right? As long as these guys stay healthy, they're going to give everybody a lot more of this. So definitely excited with that. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you guys for joining me with the live stream the other day, the post-game live stream. Really, really appreciate it. The numbers look great. Thank you for all the engagement, all the comments, all the likes. I really, really appreciate it. Shout out to all my new subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to smash the like button on your way out as well, too. But I will be back again tomorrow with more content. And until next time.